Hi everyone, and welcome to 𝗨𝗪𝗀, the education Gurukul. So about our firm, we are a small firm which tries to tell you कि दुनिया में कितने तरह के careers हो सकते हैं. So we do a aptitude test, a personality test, and an interest test, and on the basis of that, we try to tell you कि these are the careers which are good for you, and these are the careers जिसमें हो सकता है आपको कुछ behavioral changes करने पड़े. ठीक है? Other than that, we do a lot of university reviews in which we try to analyze different universities, and we tell you कि कौन सी यूनिवर्सिटी में कैसा प्लेसमेंट है, कैसी फैकल्टी है, कैसा उसका peer group है, how will you be studying. Plus, we do a lot of course analysis, like what is the career path if you want to take journalism or you want to take bachelor's in engineering, in civil engineering maybe, or in mechanical or CS, कैसा career path हो सकता है. So we do a lot of course analysis also. And then we also invite a lot of industry experts and experts from universities, which help us understand कि इस वक्त industry में क्या चल रहा है. So let me introduce today's speaker. Today we will be interviewing Mr. Dr. Mahantesh NB. He's an associate professor and head of the civil engineering department. He is specialized in structural in design of RCC and steel structures, masonry structures, alternate concrete technology, cementless RCC structures, tall building design, optimization techniques in structural engineering, proof checking of structural design. हम इसके बारे में सर से भी थोड़ा पूछेंगे. Students who want to pursue civil engineering की इस वक्त क्या ज़्यादा चल रहा है. And he's also worked in repairs and rehabilitations. And he has done his PhD from Visvesvaraya Technical University, Belagavi, that is, I think so, in Karnataka. He worked as a structural design manager for more than 10 years in an MNC in India. And he has worked in international projects like the Cable Stay Bridge and Triveni Sangam in Allahabad, and Gautrain subway project in Johannesburg, and many other housing projects from Europe. So he has played a key role as a project manager in establishing new corrugated steel metal silo manufacturing unit in Bangalore with collaboration from Denmark and Spain. So he has taught Btech civil engineering students, Bachelor of Architecture students, and also MTech structural students. And he's also taught students who are doing diploma. So a very warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you, Sagar.
Yeah, and sir, so we will start very quickly. And आजकल there are a lot of students who want to pursue Btech. Like in JEE mains alone, there are almost like 10 lakh students who are giving. And still people are also, they are very fascinated when it comes to mechanical engineering or civil engineering. Though a lot of students, they think नहीं अब मैं CS ले लेता हूँ क्योंकि job opportunities are more. So sir, what would you say to people who are taking civil engineering or mechanical engineering? What should their aptitude be and how should they analyze themselves? कि भाई मैं आगे, how should I move forward, or why should I take civil or mechanical?
Yeah, that is very interesting and a very important question. Good evening to one and all. If you observe the scenario for the last 30 to 50 years of engineering industry and education sector, in which both sectors I have worked, when a parent comes to approaches us and asks for a additional input on which branch is suitable to his child, so we advise three things. First thing is, what is his capacity, and what is his interest, and what is the future scope. Out of three factors, if two are very strong, so let the boy or girl go to that branch. But at 10+2, how to judge capacity of a student? The student is capable of doing wonderful drawing works, he may be suitable for mechanical or civil engineering. Just because computer is doing magic, if I enroll to computer science, so I will become computer science engineer. No, not like that. So each individual has to be categorically stated. What industry needs is good engineers. In every branch, we see there are a number of engineers. We call for applications, and most of them are initially only they are shortlisted, and many may not be called for better job opportunities. But on the contrary, if his capacity is good in a particular branch and he is interested, and scope will automatically, he will find out a particular job and his dream job. He can find out anywhere, any company, anywhere it is possible, everywhere it is possible. That is funda number one. That is before we proceed with the detailed discussion. Even also after graduation, which company is better, which job profile is good. So we used to have three yardstick. What is my capacity so that I can produce and make a contribution to the company and industry? What is my interest? Interest will drive everything. Self-motivation will come only because of capacity and then interest. If both are strongly inbuilt, and let him find out that, so then definitely he will contribute better than the compulsion taken subjects that will be there. And definitely scope will automatically increase. On the contrary, if scope is there, say nowadays you can see computer science, IoT, and the job opportunities are more, scope is more. So that is one factor. But at least one more factor has to be becoming very strong. I'm interested how fundamentally coding is producing so much of wonderful result. I don't want to leave it till I get the results. Whatever the things are required, I will do that. Interest, even my capacity is little less, but because of my interest and scope, so I will improve my capacity. So here we have to advise the students based on three factors. These three factors. Now we can see civil engineering, there are many career paths are there. Mechanical also, there are many career paths are there. But because of the lot of engineering colleges and because of these past little bit of recession and COVID, there is a slight job opportunities are less. It is similar to a kind of traffic jam. Red signal is there and then traffic jam. Okay, as soon as after 5 minutes the green signal will be there and everybody will rush. That is happening for 30-year cycle. What we observe is for every 30 years this cycle of stagnant period for 10% of 30 years is quite possible. After a certain time, there may be a huge requirement, a sudden requirement. Now we are 2021, and after 4 years, the job market, how it will change. So we have to just seriously think on this, and not necessarily computer science or electrical, mechanical, that kind of division may not be appropriate, but it is quite possible. Scope presently we can see job opportunities right now, it is there 2021. But AICT has also very much interested in developing artificial intelligence, machine learning. So separate branches it is encouraging, and with the viewpoint of industry, we can also see these things will spread into other divisions like civil engineering, mechanical engineering, industrial production, automobile engineering, other branches, aerospace engineering. It will spread like anything because it is becoming part of the engineering process. Civil engineering, smart city development, and structural engineering, health monitoring, varieties of job opportunities are there, but not for average engineers.
Not for
average engineers. So that is why we have to what is our capacity, what is our interest. If both are very strong, any two factors, say any two factors are very strong, so you can go ahead. Literally, you can become a star in that field.
Yeah. Even sir, recently I saw like even in transport engineering, where we have to manage all the traffic using sensors and cameras. So I saw, even I live in Uttar Pradesh, in Lucknow, and nowadays they are using these methodologies in Uttar Pradesh. They have traffic signals, they have cameras there, they have sensors there, and they're sending the challan. Like once if you break a traffic light, they'll send the challan home with a photograph of your moving vehicle which has passed over it. So I think so this is a fair, good, practical application and a development of an industry in India, because 10 years ago I would have not thought that this might be possible in India. But right now a lot of engineers are working there. But sir, the thing is, in industries, like we have worked in industries, you joined maybe a lot earlier. So past 20, 30 years, sir, do they also have, because if you work in construction of a housing project or maybe these things like stadium, so what type of work do the students do? Is it just like supervisory work or managerial work, or they also have to understand drawings, and how much use do they have of their studies, what they've done in Btech?
Yes, in civil engineering, broadly speaking, the housing sector is only privatized. Housing sector only privatized. Any owner can construct his house with the permission of the local authority, and government is also having some housing boards, so they will also construct houses. Apart from this, irrigation structures, public health engineering system, and other areas, they are still in government sectors. So government jobs only we have to. But in addition to this, contractors taking certain participation in these contracts, they need some engineers also. But the majority of the, around the world, I am speaking, around the world also, the majority of the 70% of the graduate engineers will work on housing industry, building industry. Maybe it is a small building, or it's maybe a villa building, it may be a commercial complex building, or a mall, or a tall building, whatnot. So building industry is a huge area, and every minute we have one person is taking birth, and for every 4 people we need one house. So it is such a huge frontline requirement is there. So it is always boom, requirement is there. Now, when we come to company jobs, where the salary is assured, and then job profile is also fixed, and he can comfortably work, means there are varieties of roles available, and based on his skill set. If he has got a good English, he can read and drawing, and he can do calculations, and then he can go to the site and visit, and then inform laborers, and prepare the report and send it to higher authorities, attend all the meetings, and convince that how we are progressing, what are the difficulties, what kind of difficulties we may face, anticipate. If he is good at all these multi-skills, then he can be a project engineer. He can be a project engineer. He will coordinate everything. Not only that, if a student is very good, mathematically strong, and he is having got a computer aptitude, let him finish off his Tech in structural engineering, and he can be a design engineer in MNC company. Very good salary, more than the IT sector. But the thing is, he has to understand the principles correctly, thoroughly, and he should be very neat. Aptitude is also playing major role. And the average student, no, I am not so mathematically strong or theoretically strong, and computer aptitude is also not there. So he can be looking after all the site works. A big project, maybe big project, he'll be looking after all the detailed work from the site. So every categories of level, there are job opportunities, and profiles are fixed, and gradually he can move on to different scenarios also. So that is all about, say, job profile.
Okay. And sir, we will come shortly towards the curriculum and the syllabus and USP of Alliance University. Before that, I just wanted to ask one more thing. Is there are certain students who are very interested, and they're very, like you said, 3 factors. One is capability, which I can say maybe intelligence in some way, or working hard capacity.
Yes.
And second is maybe their interest, and third is scope. So there are many students who are very intelligent, and they sometimes take civil engineering, but they spend some time, they do not crack GATE and do not get into a PSU maybe, or they are not able to crack ESC services, the Indian Engineering Services, and they want to go into research. So are there research opportunities which are looking towards maybe new building materials, maybe looking into temporary structures, earthquake resistant building? What are the currently, and even because I also studied, when I was studying my master's, I saw there were courses like computational civil engineering, in which they were taught computer science also to develop softwares. So what are the niche research areas which the student can go into if he's taking civil engineering?
Yes, after graduation, if he wants to do research work, it is not possible.
Okay, after MTech and PhD.
After MTech and or during PhD also, or even he can start during MTech works also. He can start working on that. See, as we discussed, industry needs, most of the civil engineering industry is concentrated on building industry. Okay, and any research what we do, it should be immediately useful to the industry by way of different kind of material properties, and then usability, and then providing a cost related time and time of construction. These are the difficult scenarios of a construction industry. If any research we do on the material behavior or new material invention or combination of different material structural behavior, if we find out, so they should be satisfying these requirements. So most of the time, we see software related in structural engineering is also lagging here. Say, for instance, optimization, in the sense a multi-story building costs about hundreds of crores of rupees. And concrete and steel, we can vary different material combinations, material requirement, and based on that, the cost is slightly varying, maybe 10 to 15%. Maybe 20% cost can be varied. These are the very good broad research areas.
Okay.
And in addition to, we are fast moving generation with IoT and then AI ML. So we are looking into the new kind of 3D printing of the buildings. Okay, so 3D printing, that is a very great area. So it is pumpability of a concrete we have to determine. Pumpability of concrete and with strength. So there is a lot of research area, material science is there. Because it is 100 years old, so we have been practicing it, and we have a feedback of material behavior. And we have to concentrate now only on time factor and material behavior. And currently in all the universities, the major research work going on is in this area only. Alternate concrete technology and software related to structural analysis, how to improve the structural analysis by way of providing less data and then improve the output.
Okay. Sir, and coming to some courses which you are offering in Alliance University. So how does Alliance University establish their own curriculum? Do they establish their own curriculum? And is it like upgraded every year? And also I'll add to this, like what would be the USP of Alliance College of Engineering and Design? 3 things: curriculum and the revision of curriculum and the USP.
Yes. Our college, the technical education started 8 years back, 2012.
Okay.
And during 8 years, the faculty strength is the really strength of Alliance Engineering College. All the faculties are having PhD. Some are doing PhD. Nearly 75% of the faculty are PhD with a lot of experience. And some faculties have a research background as well as industrial background. They have a blended experience of education, research, and then industry work. So that way, the faculties are very ready to deliver best requirement from the industry to student. Whatever the industry scenario is created inside the 4 walls of classroom. That is one side. And students can visit our website and see the infrastructure the management has created. It is really wonderful. Classrooms are so wonderful. Each classroom is provided with a projector and all other facilities. Each classroom accommodates nearly 60 students. Seating arrangement is so beautiful and attractive and comfortable. And this is all infrastructure. Next, coming to curriculum. Because all the faculties are PhD and they have got industry experience, and our BOS members are from IISc and research background as well as from industry. BOS members, main governing body, they are from that field. So therefore,
Like
we have a
board,
provision.
Board of Education, like
No, Board of Studies.
Board of Studies, BOS. Okay.
Yeah, HODs and faculties, they will discuss in the department, and they will formulate what changes in the curriculum has to be made. Then it has to be approved internally by BOS members. So they are also from industry background, not as a regular faculty member in any other colleges. So we have a very strong BOS board who have got a lot of experience in some of them are from Indian Institute of Science, and some are from frontline companies like ABB and different companies. They are board members, and every year we will meet and then discuss what a new curriculum to be included, so that the jobs are increased or our students are highly marketable in the job market.
Okay.
If that bit of piece we include here, and students get trained, so that the companies get attracted, they will place, and our placement activities will improve.
Increase.
So therefore, our placements are also excellent. And this will happen for every year. We revise the curriculum every year. Every branch, every subject, every faculty, they will add new things, modify, which is not required, absolute, that will be removed. And syllabus is newly framed, and they will take to the student level, and then make students trained properly.
Okay. Okay. And what are the best practices in the courses like civil engineering or mechanical engineering? Which USP, which is the USP of your College of Engineering and Design? Like something ma'am was mentioning that there is a mentor-mentee program. So how does it help the student?
Yeah, when the classes starts, students start learning, and some students may be having a phase difference. They may not be in line with the teaching level and then speed. So at that time, faculties will inquire with the student, and then what kind of difficulties he is facing, and they will take some extra special classes, and then make them understand better way. And in addition to this, they will also guide students where to take internship, which company is better. So if you go to this company, you will have this kind of experience, and therefore which you can translate into placement activity. So internship, and then project works, and then placement, they are all connected internally. And here in this area, the mentor and mentee relationship is very much appreciated, and our students will have a personal guidance in all these activities.
Okay, mentor-mentee is when a teacher individually guides the students for either for studies or for placement itself.
Placement and research, and for everything, as a personal teacher, for everything, for every activity, encouraging, motivating, and study-related matter discussion, for everything. It is indirectly another teacher.
Okay, and sir, do you also have aerospace engineering as a Btech program in Alliance University?
Sorry.
Aerospace engineering.
Yes, yes.
Okay, there's one student who is asking a little bit about aerospace engineering. If you can throw a little light on maybe placements and what do they study.
So aerospace is one of the branches we are offering, and there you see our laboratory setup is very good. Very big instrumentation labs are provided there, and faculties are also having a PhD as well as industrial experience. So students can get, and placements are also very good there, and student can get feedback from past alumni also, aerospace engineering.
Okay, sir. Sir, moving to life projects or project-based learnings. What is this about life projects or project-based learning? Is this something like internship, or what is it about?
See, when the companies take up projects, when the companies start some housing project, part of the work will be assigned to students.
Okay.
But still it has, we are not implemented in civil engineering, other branches, they are going on. So students will get first-hand experience of working on a project.
Oh, that's very nice.
Very nice. And may not be full project. They'll some key role or portion of the project work they will be given to student, and they can work and then learn. So
okay, this is live projects. That the
yes,
part
yes.
of the industry project is given to the students, and they sort of work on it to get a hands-on experience. So
yes.
I think so. That's very necessary in our curriculum, because sometimes we are studying so old things. Because even when I studied, now I feel that what I studied, I'm not using. I did not use in my job. So I think so. If we can get these type of projects, it's good pedagogy, I think so.
Yes.
Okay. And sir, moving to this. Okay, and sir, moving to placement, sir, can you just throw a little light on, we would like to ask you, like you already told us, if they're working in civil engineering, and they go into industry, they 70% of the students, they will mostly work in buildings, and the rest 30% maybe in other irrigation projects or government projects,
or higher studies,
or pavements, something like this, or software related civil engineering. Other than this, how are the placements for Alliance College of Engineering and Design?
See, we have a dedicated section at Alliance University looking after career advancement and networking. We call it as a CAN office. And a set of people headed by experienced people will coordinate every activity, including student suitability for each job profile. The CAN office is governing, and CAN office is also helping students to get internship in different companies. Right from introducing the company to the student, and then training the students in soft skills, and then updating the students about company's requirement, how to prepare and make them understand how to give the interview and take the offer letter and send the offer letter, joining the period, and when they join, so how academically they will be placed. So there is a separate cell for entire university, and this is the practice for the last 20-25 years. And therefore we have a huge database of companies, and many frontline companies of every industry will visit us.
Okay. And how old is this university? Alliance University is how old?
Yeah, technically speaking, it is 2010. Okay. But before that also it was existing in some other name. So totally it is carrying around 25 years of experience.
25. Before this, was it taking entrance through COMITK and
yes.
Okay, then it became a university.
Yes,
so
exactly.
The advantage of being a university is now you can revise your curriculum and do a lot of things without the approval of even VTU. Otherwise, you were stuck with VTU.
Yes, exactly.
And they do not revise their curriculum very fast. So this is an advantage, I think so, for students.
Yes. For instance, one instance I would like to quote here. In civil engineering, we have different softwares for different levels of students. I mean to say, average student and highly skilled student, and then intelligent student. So Autodesk products. So students used to learn after graduation and pay big amount of money, and then spend some time and get certificate, that to get partially introduced to the course. And then when the interview comes, I know this, I forward this. So what Alliance University, because of this curriculum development scheme, so those courses we have introduced in the regular curriculum. Student need not have to go for extra certification courses afterwards. It is part of this. So therefore, in civil engineering, we teach completely 1 year CAD related software related training, 1 year. Apart from that, many subjects we have drawing subjects which are also being taught in AutoCAD. Okay. So that way we are making, and a few subjects, very interesting subjects we have introduced, like project planning and management, earthquake resistance, design of structure, and building interiors and architecture. So like that,
for civil engineering students. Interior design, architecture.
Yes. We have introduced those things, and student he can have a multiple job opportunities when he comes out of graduation. He will have multiple job opportunities, and he can carry out throughout his life.
Yeah. And the students who are watching this stream live, I would also like to add there's an institute called NICMAR, National
Mm.
Institute of Construction Management and Research in Pune. So like if you're studying this, if you go to a university like Alliance and you have these many multiple options, and like sir is also saying they have introduced project management. So after that, if you want to go into management and you think, well, there are a lot of students think I don't want to do MBA because my 4 years Btech will go waste. So you can also do, because this is not available to all other streams, just maybe civil, that you can have construction management as a master's, and then you can work as a manager. Like sir was saying, if you're good in everything from procurement to design to construction, then you can work as a project manager. So that also is a very good option for civil engineers, because again, the demand is huge, but again, you either need some skill, or you need to be very good as a person, or you need to have a lot of knowledge of the subject, because going into design and construction, there are very few people. Let's say metro construction. So I think so one person design everything. They must have had a team, but there's one brain which is designing everything. So designing is very tough. So other than that, you have to pay attention what else you can do. And sir, is AutoCAD still the norm in the industry? If you're good in AutoCAD, you can work in an industry.
Yeah, AutoCAD, it is very good, but in continuation AutoCAD, we have a building information modeling system.
Okay.
That is additional also. That is also we are teaching inside the classroom. That portion of the syllabus is also included, so that when he attends an interview, he starts speaking. Just he starts speaking, the interviewer will be very happy, and definitely he will say, "You are from which university?" So when you are joining. Okay. So that way we are giving complete set of training inside the 4 years course or 3 years course.
And building information system, this is some sort of a tool, or this is a domain of studies?
No, it is part of the software. Autodesk product.
Oh, there's an Autodesk product.
Yeah, we are training them in Autodesk product. There are also other products are also available. But once if he gets trained in this thing, so he can be equally competitive in other softwares as well.
I think the building information system is something like a simulation software in which you design a building with data points.
Correct. Not only design. You see, earlier what happens, I will tell you, take 2 minutes. I will tell you how this has been evolving here. So earlier times, the marketing team will discuss with client, and then they will formulate changes, and then it will go to architectural department. They will draft the drawing, and they will issue to design department. The design department will start designing it based on the latest drawing. Then it will go to distribution, like a purchase, erection, and everything. So there are various teams, and the document created at front end to reach at the back end, it was taking almost a significant amount of time. There was gap of technological transfer, and that way there was a delay. Now it has been removed. That in BIM system, only one software, all departments will work. The moment you finish off, something changes here, everybody connected to the project will come to know. Purchase department and site erection people, and then design department.
So if the architecture team is designing something, then the design team can maybe add the components of parameters of the materials itself. And automatically the software will start telling that if this structure will sustain or not sustain. And automatically SAP related procurement team can start procurement something.
Automatically drawings are generated, quantity estimate is completed, and purchase department will start working on that. Any changes happening suddenly will come to know instantly, all the department. That is a very important point here.
And industries in India are also using these tools?
It is very difficult to say, except a few companies who are having a lot of turnover, maybe more than 500 crore turnover. So they are using it. But average companies still following the system, what I said.
Traditional approach.
Yes, traditional approach, but with AutoCAD, not manual drawing anyway.
Not manual drawing.
Manual drawing.
So AutoCAD, I think so, is an integral part. Any civil engineer wants to work, at least he should know how to study AutoCAD drawings. That is like the norm. They have to somehow.
Yes.
Okay. Sir, and can you throw some light on how much money can they earn if they're working in an industry, in project manager, or maybe a design engineer, or just an entry level civil engineer? How much can they earn in OK companies? What can be their salaries?
Yes, you said about the nuclear construction.
Yeah.
Okay, construction planning and then the management.
Mm.
The freshers will have 7 to 8.
7 to 8.
Freshers will have 7 to 8. And our own students, if they have got 33% capacity, 33% very much interested, if they land into a particular job, because demand and supply should meet at one place. Okay, this company needs this engineer and our student is having that skill. So we have to match that. Then definitely our students will get 6 to 8 lakhs per annum, apart from other perks and then facilities, everything will be there.
Okay.
Otherwise also, if the student is very good at studies, many companies, construction companies who are having different construction sites all around the world and different places, they will pay 4 to 5 lakhs.
Okay. 4 to 5 lakhs as an entry level, 7 to 8 is a medium level, and then they can go a little ahead. And sir, a student who is interested in teaching or research and he does MTech from maybe IIT and a PhD maybe from there, how much can he like expect to earn after once he's done his PhD, because he's now given almost 10 years. So how much can he expect to be earning?
See, industry does not expect, civil engineering industry does not expect a PhD fellow.
Okay.
I have not seen in for the last 30 years anyone completing PhD, but they are suitable for most of the top administrative jobs, CEOs or MDs, kind of things.
But if he wants to go into teaching and research, what are the opportunities in teaching and research, and how much can they expect?
Yeah, teaching and research, you mean to say packages?
Yeah, packages. Like how much, if they teach in a college, how much can they expect, and what are the research about? Will they, because they're okay, if even if he earns a little bit more, but certain intelligent student, if he's not doing research, sometimes he might get bored. So taking together, our universities doing research in civil engineering, and how much can he earn if he's doing, maybe he can open his own consultancy firm and maybe give advices to small. So is there an opportunity for earning through that consultancy? And what can he be earning if he's teaching in an okay college?
Yeah, so the other areas of job profiles in civil engineering industry, so he can take a MTech course in structural engineering, very reputed construction company, very reputed college, and he can join immediately construction company where design engineering department is separately there, and therefore he can have 6 to 8 lakh rupees. That is one option. After completing MTech, if he has got interest, let him serve into the company for some time and come back and do PhD work also. After doing PhD work, now after 3-4 years or 5 years down the line from 2021, how the industry will accept, we don't know, PhD candidates. So if he is interested, and structural engineering, it is a design of structures. Okay, if he is experiencing in design of structures, and if you have got some research related to that, industry will appreciate. Many of the softwares are calculation related things are done by PhD candidates only, especially research engineer, 𝗏𝗺 and Bentley systems. All those softwares, so they are basically they are done by those people, and they will appreciate. And structural engineering with software skills is highly appreciated, because you see now multi-story buildings we can't do manually. It's highly impossible. Earlier times we used to do ground floor only with calculations with calculator and other thing. Now it is not possible. Multi-story buildings we have to use software, and software related structural calculation only we have to do. How much steel is required, how much concrete is required, how far the building will deflect during earthquake, and if there is soil weakness, how much it will settle. All these things we will do in software analysis only. So if a candidate is very good at structural analysis as well as programming concept, software development complex, he can have a very big role in software engineering field related to civil engineering also. He can also parallelly take up a career in education system, and the package will compensate with their experience and skill set, and how far not all good students are good teachers.
Yeah.
Not all good
Definitely.
teachers are not good students, and therefore if he takes up the career and takes interest, definitely Alliance University is the best place.
Okay.
Best place for him, so that he can have a better opportunity for his career growth, as well as he can satisfy his all the skills, whatever he's there.
Okay. Okay. And sir, I was told that also Alliance University has this option of study abroad program or credit transfer program. What is this about? Is it about like 2 years here and 2 years abroad?
Yeah, credit transfer system is also there, and we have a separate department for that also, international coordination team, and they will those who are interested, they can go there and study for 1 semester and then come back here. 3 to 4 categories of collaboration systems are there. If any student is interested, so we are really helping them out with a separate department for collaboration work.
Collaboration. Okay. Okay. And sir, is there a possibility that you can tell us, like you said, civil engineers can have 8 to 9 lakhs or even entry levels 4 to 5, taking the whole of Alliance University? What would be the average packages that students can get? There's a student called Kunal Mishra. He's asking this, like if someone is attending, how much can he expect? And let us say if he's an intelligent student, if we assume he's an intelligent student.
So other branches as well.
Yeah, everything included.
Okay. So for your information, these are all the data placed in our website under placements. Maximum package, how much the current student has got, you can see 16.85 lakhs.
Okay.
It is there already mentioned in the website. Anytime between 10 to 12 lakhs for engineering students, that is his dream job. But the most average will be 7 to 8 lakhs for many branches, and for average students it is somewhere around 5 lakhs. But the thing is, most important, anywhere you as a university, see, your mom will cook very delicious food. Okay, but you have to eat. We are a university, we will cook very delicious food, but you have to take effort to learn it, take it to heart, and constantly think about your progress, where your shortcomings. Then you can expect more than 12 lakhs or 16 lakhs. Many students have got that already. We have a feedback. You can check with that.
Okay. So Kunal, I think sir has answered your question. You can just check up the website once. So the highest package is nearing 16 lakhs. And if you're a good student, somewhere you have dream options of taking jobs above 10 lakhs. And somewhere, if you are on the above average scale, you can have 6 to 8 lakhs. And then accordingly to your skills, it can go a little down, but you can have a good job. Plus, it is in Bangalore. That's the main advantage of this university. So in Bangalore, again, you have a lot of companies in that area. So that helps a lot. So you can also make a little effort from your side to approach industries. So it's a little different world in Bangalore. It's much easier to get jobs. So sir, coming to the last question is, one more thing is, do you also have some sort of preparation for students who want to study abroad?
Preparation in the sense?
Preparation, are there like GRE classes or some sort of sort of guidance for?
Okay, so before taking up programs outside, our department will take care of that, and necessary training will also be given and in-house, and they can go abroad and finish off their work and then come back.
Okay. So, okay, sir, my last question to you is, let's say if you were 18 years old today, what would your advice be to your 18-year-old self? So it's sort of advice to yourself and to the students who are watching, sort of your experience and what you have learned. And today you can tell yourself that if this is done, this is much better way of doing things. What would your advice be?
Yes. Once again, I will not go with hype or media or general vibrations in the atmosphere that, oh, you go this subject, you will be better off. No. Of course, I will refer that. That gives me some data. But basically, primarily, my first funda will be capacity, interest, scope. CIS. First I will see. I will, whether I am capable to that, how will I find out? I will meet professors. I will meet my seniors, those who have completed, what are there, what are these. So is it my telling, etc. Or career counseling people,
Yeah.
those who have,
Why not?
yeah,
You
like
can come to
you,
us and we do aptitude tests and
yeah, aptitude,
personalities.
and
And,
you are
and on
suitable.
the, yeah, and we also know some sort of, we have this curriculum design in, like, we know what they're teaching, so we can give you an idea, like, okay, this is the mathematics that are involved, or this is the software that are involved. And I think so you should be capable enough to understand कि मेरे को अच्छा लगेगा कि नहीं, will I like it or not. These much intelligence or self-awareness, I think so a person needs, otherwise it would be very difficult. So I think so 3 things: capacity, interest, and scope of the subject.
Out of 3, any 2 are strong, you go.
You go.
Out of 3, any 2, any 2. You take 3 factors, means 6 combination will come.
Yeah.
3 factorial, if you do, 6 combination will come. Any 2 is strong, more than 60%. Blindly go, your career will be successful. Definitely, definitely.
Okay. So, sir, if you have any questions for me, or if you sort of can just tell our viewers or wish them for the, because all the students are really hyper right now. Everyone's like, we want to have CS, and they're blindly following highest packages of 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs, but they don't understand that just maybe one person will get, or they don't, because value for money in our generation, we were like, agar 5 lakh ki bhi job mil jaye, it's very good because we can work our way up. But now every student wants, ki nahi, itne ka job mile CS. So if you can end like some words from yourself as a professor, what would you advise to students to keep calm, or how to channelize this anxiety they have?
Yeah, necessary. In Vedas, it is said, money is the second air for human beings.
Okay.
Second air. We breathe oxygen, and so money is the second air for human beings. Vedas have told. So therefore, we all need sufficient basic facilities and living conditions, so that money will only give. And because we are interested in engineering courses, definitely, if there is much scope, you think about what will happen after 4 years, because you are fresher now. After 4 years, how much it will develop, and whatever I am learning today, will it be okay at that time? Will it be okay at that time? So please think over that and select proper line suiting your requirement, and definitely have faith in God, faith in your destiny, and definitely life, everybody's life will be beautiful. And take advices of your trustworthy friends, and then good counseling centers like your company. And that, because you see, the counseling is more important. If you have time, I would like to tell one sentence.
Sure.
Yeah. When I was studying 10+2, I was, I think, very poor at mathematics. So looking at that, then I said, I am not suitable for structural engineering. With that, I was not applying to any MTech courses. But my professor came and told me, why you are not applying? I told, my maths is very poor. That maths is different. This maths is different. You are good at this, you go ahead. So one line of proper word will come, only we are destined. If we have faith in God, and if we respect elders, definitely our life will be beautiful.
Very, very nice words, sir. Very nice words. And really having this faith in God and trusting your own destiny, these are certain values which we are not remembering right now. We are thinking that this is the only thing, but there's so many things which is beyond our perception. And if we sort of trust them, we might get the required guidance. Like sir said, it's not necessary that I may say or someone may say. Anyone can speak the correct words which you need to hear. So a little trust on yourself, your capabilities, a little trust on God, and as sir said, a little 1/3 trust on the market, like what it will be, and thinking futuristically, like after 4 years, what it will be, because India is changing very fast, very fast. No one would have believed that like 10 years before that people will be using Google Pay or Paytm, or we'll have online classes into these extent for 1.5 year, 2 years. So definitely these are things which have changed the landscape very differently.
Yes.
So we will have certain things, and even in civil engineering, before buildings, they did not require any air conditioning or things like that, old constructed building. I was in Germany, I saw so many buildings in 30, 35 degrees centigrade heat also. They were very well ventilated. So we do not know, even in future, India might have technologies in which such sort of planning might be used. So I think so, students, it was very nice for talking to sir today and listening about civil engineering. And so we will be in touch with you. And if students show up about civil engineering or other engineering related courses, we will be in touch with you.
Yeah, please. Thanks, and nice talking to you. And wish you all the best, you and your